You're gonna be happy. Keep working today.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, a matchup of teams at opposite ends of the division between the New Hampshire Fisher Cats and the Portland Sea Dogs. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Cutter Crawford will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you.
Stepping in next, Travis Carroll. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first.
Carroll.
He's set. Here it comes. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. And inning in the books tonight, still scoring. So next to bat will be Travis Carroll. He flew out in his last debut. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout. This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
And he will run this one down. A good read off.
Now back.
Next to stand in is Travis Carroll. Trying here to plate the tying run from second. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Now a ball lying toward the alley in left center. Gets down, and the inning will continue. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's 1-1.
Boy, there are big RBIs and big base hits, Dero, but none more than with 2 outs. A big 2-out knock right there. Not only ties things up, but keeps the inning going as well. Yeah, just a great one.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And standing in is the DH, Travis Carroll.
This is the part of the game where I think we really start seeing what teams are made of, both in terms of battling back, showing some resiliency, and in terms of knowing how to play with the lead, locking down that W.
Next, it'll be Rex Baca. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Now batting.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And in to hit next, it'll be Franchy Cordero. And he'll dive back in safely. Carroll at second. Baca on at first with nobody out. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. So stepping in is Austin Wright. A base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. A pause, and the 0-2. High in the air down the right field line. Weller is there. Let's see if they try it. And the throw comes in, and all 3 runners are forced to hold on with 1 away now. So now here is Michael Osinski. He went down on strikes last time up.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
Tying and winning runs on base here with 1 big out. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Throw on to first to be in time, but meanwhile the lead shrinks to 1 here on the RBI ground ball.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
Fisher Cat.
A fast-developing minor league pitcher is coached up on pressure will increase as the season winds down and the race heats up.
Sean, this little-known minor leaguer has been getting surprisingly promising results as a pitcher and as a position player, but we know there's a long way to go before you reach the majors. Do you think he's got a real shot at being a two-way player in the show?
Well, I mean, the biggest thing for this is you just got to watch the progression, right? You got to see if he can continue it over time. You know, a small sample size doesn't show us much. You know, really, you got to see the body of work over a season or 2 or 3 seasons. You know, and I think the biggest thing is, hey, listen, if he can get the routine down and he can figure out his time and how to mentally do it day in and day out, man, I tell you what, now we've got something. But I would be shocked if he's able to continue this success, you know, being a two-way player, because it's so demanding both physically and mentally.
But time will tell. It makes sense. There's also the aspect case of organizational faith in him, right? It takes a lot to keep the front office confident in an experiment of any kind, let alone of this magnitude. What do you have to do to make sure that the front office keeps the faith in you?
You got to keep putting up numbers. You got to have consistency. You got to continue to show that you can do it. I think that's the biggest thing is if you have the numbers and you have the consistency, the front office is going to say, hey, listen, we got to let him go because he's proven to us he can do it. I think the numbers will speak for themselves.
This is a guy we've talked about before, and he's getting a lot more attention lately, really rising up the prospect ranks. Mike Lowell is with me. Mike, you went from 20th round pick to top 100 prospect to a 4-time MLB All-Star. What is it like when you start getting more attention as a prospect?
Well, it's a good feeling because you know you're doing something right, and the organization and people in the industry are really taking notice. However, I think it comes with an added pressure. And how you deal with that pressure, I think, really determines your future, short term and long term. For me specifically, I felt like, okay, the attention is great, but I got to really focus on what I've been doing that got me to this point. So I almost wanted to tune it out, focus on my craft, focus on my preparation for each game, and try to maintain that consistency. So that good news that I got and those good numbers I was putting up could basically keep that wave rolling a little bit so I can get either to the next level or make it to the big leagues or sustain myself in the big leagues.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Northeast League. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game series between the Binghamton Rumble Ponies and the Portland Sea Dogs.
And
we've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
Portland Sea Dogs.
Travis Carroll, the right-hander out of the state of Oregon, gets the ball in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy is a strikeout pitcher deluxe, has over 250 strikeouts on the season, and if he brings his A game, look for a lot of punch-outs in this game here.
So here is Lincoln Blackwell, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Fouled away.
Lincoln Blackwell. First pitch, 6:05.
Strike two as that's taken on the outside part of the plate.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Very mild temperatures as we begin tonight. 58 degrees here at first pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone to open up the ball game.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in a count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
Guys, we take a look at the home nine as they take the field tonight. They come in winners of 2 straight, and they've been playing some good baseball as well.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Row. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
Cordero is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
The first baseman.
Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo shot here to left, number 18 for him on the campaign, and that will break the seal early here. It's quickly 1-0. Brett Beatty stands in as he looks at a called strike. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. Fouled off.
Hey, 2 away now.
The 1-2 to third. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. So just the 1 hit in the inning, but it's a home run. Second inning set to go, and stepping up as the shortstop, Cody Bohannon. First pitch on its way. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Digging in will be Drew Ferguson. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. In there for strike 1, 0-1. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Come on, guys.
Count remains at 0-2. And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That was aggressive pitching and that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive. Here we go, guys. Let's go.
7.
Standing in now, Freddie Lake, as he takes a cold strike on the black. It's 0-1. That average at 291 to start the day. 11 home runs and an even 50 RBIs. Back on it is the left fielder. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Ready now is David Rodriguez, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now, and it's fouled away.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out. Next, it'll be Ryan Cordell. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Now the 0-1. Right side. And that'll find its way into right field for a one-out single.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Lincoln Blackwell is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Andino camps under it, and he's got it for out number 2. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Ronnie Mauricio. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
With that base-running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So no runs here on a base hit. All set for the start of the inning, and here comes the first baseman, Steve Nunez. No balls and a strike to count. And it's quickly 0-2.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
And a breaking ball's bounced out towards second. Scooped up. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the 4th. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Brett Beatty, grounded out in his last at-bat. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And he takes strike 2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
At the plate now, Cody Bohannon. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
0-2 count. You could do just...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Binghamton leads it 1-0. And now here is Drew Ferguson. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Warren has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. First pitch of the AB now.
Now batting, the left fielder. Ready. Link.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. Good changeup, and it's 0-2. And he popped him up. Andino ranging into shallow right. He gets there, and that's the second out. Now it'll be David Rodriguez. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the 3rd hit he's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
At the plate, Ryan Cordell. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and set to go is the second baseman, Lincoln Blackwell.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. And a good curveball gets him swinging for route number one.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Warren is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number two. Next up, Steve Nunez. He bounced out last time up. Popped him up. Osinski is there for it. And that ends the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. And stepping in, Brett Beatty. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
The pitch. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Next to dig in, Drew Ferguson, trying to avoid becoming the third strikeout victim of the inning here. No balls and 1 strike. And he falls behind 0-2. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Hit in the air to center field. Center fielder on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and ouch. That one drilled him. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm, and that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off, and from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue, so that at least is a good sign. Now out of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Kevin Matos is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with a victory and look on to the next one.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The